Recruiters spend a lot of time on the phone. And after a while, that phone can get awfully heavy to lift. Now, some of that, maybe a lot, has to do with boredom. A lot more, I think, and a bit more deeply, it has to do with getting discouraged and not really having the emotion that what you're doing is a valuable thing, and it's going to be something that helps you out, that, you're not going to win. And so recruiters often feel like they don't have value to offer in every single phone call. That's the thing we want to change today. We want to help you have value that you offer and provide, extraordinary value, to every single person that you call. So the situation that I was working on with a client is where he'll put together a recruiting list of, say, about 250 people. Then he'll look at the list and look until he can find the 10 best, most qualified for the search that he's working on. He'll call those. He'll work really hard. He'll motivate them, get to know everything about them, then turn around, make presentations to the client company, and work really hard to get his sendouts, and never get around to calling the other 240 people on the list. Now, there's some really limiting ideas that drive this. The first, and I think the most obvious, is the idea of efficiency. He's feeling like if he's going to call all 250 of these people, he's never going to get it done. The opening is going to disappear or change, and he's not going to get it, the job finished or get paid. So he's got this pressure to be efficient. He only wants to make those calls to the most qualified candidates. But there's another aspect that we worked on, and it's the second one that I think is actually the most important. And that's where he doesn't know how to provide value, except if the job order that he's working on is not only interesting, but compelling to the candidate that he's going to speak to. And so almost unconsciously, when he's picking those 10 that he will call while rejecting the 240 that he's never going to get around to, there's almost a kind of ethics, like I don't want to waste their time, and he didn't believe that there was value that he offered on the phone to all those people who didn't make it all the way into the 10 most qualified. The answer to the problem begins with a bit of a fractured fairy tale that I'm going to share with you. I actually call it the Goldilocks Principle, and I think that you're going to find that remembering the famous Goldilocks story that everyone knows helps you make this transformation. So, of course, we remember that Goldilocks is out in the forest. She happens upon a cabin, walks inside, and there's 3 bowls of porridge on the table. So there's a smaller bowl for the baby bear, and she goes to start to eat that one, and it's a little too cold. So then she moves around. There's a big bowl there for Papa Bear, and that porridge is steaming hot, way too hot to eat. So then she finds Mama Bear's just right size bowl, and it's exactly the right temperature. Having eaten, this wonderful porridge, she then goes because she wants to take a nap and finds the baby bear's bed is way too soft and small. Papa Bear's bed is way too large and hard, and Mama Bear's bed is just right. So comfortably, she falls asleep. At which point, in her dream, she becomes Snow White, and instead of the 7 dwarves, it's still 3 bears, after which she has to be awakened, and she has to make the beds, and make a whole new set of bowls of porridge, and then we're all done. That's the Goldilocks story. Now here's the principle. In any situation that you encounter in life, you can always find something too far to the small side, too far to the large size, and just right in the middle. And this can be with temperature, as with the porridge. It can be with the comfort, as with the beds. And what we're going to do right now is apply that to every recruiting call you make and every marketing call you make.